So, hello everyone. Vincent, good to be here. So, yeah, today we're going to talk about sustainable semiconductor manufacturing. But first of all, I just want to introduce PragmatIC. So we are like 200 plus employee today, going quite fast, to be honest. Based in UK. We have some strategic shareholders that some of you will be familiar with. ARM, which is obviously a large semiconductor IP company. And the second one is Avery Dennison, which is probably the biggest RFID tag manufacturer to date. Recently, we also had Amcor, which is a FMCG packaging company, which also entered to the capital of PragmatIC. And yeah, so we're based in UK. We have two sites. One is in Cambridge. We have R&D, admin, I'm based in Cambridge. And the other site is in the north of England, near Newcastle. Actually, we have one production site now, but we are building the second production site. So that will be the first 300mm wafer fab in UK. And that will be operational by next year. So, yeah, so obviously, we're going to talk about Microchip today. On Microchip, we all use them, so they are everywhere. They are the way we handle data, they're the way we communicate, we manufacture, we also move. And actually, there's quite a lot manufactured today, so 600 billion chips are manufactured every year. And that sounds probably a lot, but actually it's not enough because there's a global shortage globally on most of the chip manufacturers today are trying to get more manufacturing line in place. On top of it, obviously, with the geopolitical context today, there is much more incentive to bring microchip manufacturing back to the West. Are microchips sustainable? Well, I think that's too big of a question for me, but I'm just going to give an opinion. It's very important to think that microchips are everywhere where we think we can build solutions for a more better or more sustainable world. If you make an electric car, you will use a lot of microchips. If you make any type of renewable energy, you will also use microchip as well. But in the same time, microchip manufacturing is heavily, has a very big carbon impact. So, I'm talking here to like probably a typical fab in Asia, not naming anyone. So we'll use every year the equivalent of more than 1,000 Olympic swimming pools. So that's a very high consumption of water, and that's also a big issue in Asia, because where manufacturing sometimes can even be prioritized over agriculture. So that's also more than, I would say, it's not only an ecological challenge, it's also a human issue. A lot of waste as well. Tens of thousands of tons of waste are produced from those fabs. And most of them are hazardous waste, which also needs some special care. Energy is a big issue as well. So in Taiwan, for instance, TSMC, which is the biggest chip manufacturer today, consumes 5% of all Taiwan energy. What does it mean for you, European mostly, or Western people? Well, that basically means that a city like Eindhoven probably could be the same power consumption that one of those fabs. I want to talk to one specific example, obviously non-company, Apple, which also have a big carbon impact. Here, that picture here basically split all impact of the business of Apple. So what you see in red is manufacturing. What do you see in green is the use of the product. And what you see in blue is just the transportation of the product for you to be able to buy it. So if you look at manufacturing itself, that's more than 74%